Good morning. Welcome to Department of Civil Engineering. Subject Surveying and Geomatics. Online class. Today, lecture 2. In lecture 1, I've discussed about the outcomes and objectives of surveying and geomatics. Now, today, I want to explain about what is the definition of surveying, what is the objectives of surveying, and what is the purpose of surveying. See, the definition of surveying can be defined in so many ways. You see, if you refer any textbooks, there will be a different type of definition is there. So here I am defining surveying is the art of and science of determining the relative positions of various points or stations on the surface of the earth by measuring the horizontal and vertical distances, angles, and taking the details of these points, and by preparing a map or plan to any suitable scale is known as surveying. So we can also define this surveying as it is an art of determining relative positions on a ground above or below the surface of the ground. We can also define this surveying. See, what are the objectives? What are the objectives of the surveying? The objective of surveying is to prepare a map or plan to show the relative positions of the object on the surface of the earth. See, if you want to do any survey, you want to collect the information on a particular field. Whatever the data we are collecting on a field, that data will be collected and it will be placed on a map or plan. That is also one of the objective of your surveying. The map or plan is drawn to some suitable scale. It is also shows boundaries of districts, states, and countries too. This also includes details of different engineering features such as building, roads, railways, dams, canals, etc. These all are objectives of surveying. See, if you see here, whatever the data we are collecting on a field, that will be represented on a map or plan. So if you see this picture, in this picture, whatever the information collected, that information will be placed on a plan. That is useful for the construction of your buildings or any development of infrastructure. This is the master plan of an office building. See, this is the cadastral map. It shows the boundaries of a particular area. Okay, this will represents only the boundaries of an area. Okay, this in this map it will includes all water bodies, roads, railways, and canals, etc. If you see here at the top of this diagram, the type of this plan, it will represents legend. In this legend, there will be a represented different colors. The different colors will represents different information. If it is blue color, it represents water body. If it is single line or double line, it will represents boundaries or roads, like that. If you specifically, if you want to see, if you observe this, we can know what the information is giving this particular plan. Now the users, see, we are doing this survey. What is the use of doing this survey? What is the purpose of doing this survey? Okay, the purpose is to prepare a topographical map. In this, whatever the see, there are different types of maps are there. Maps are there which represents different type of information. That information will use the engineers take the decision to develop the infrastructure of a any city or country or any word, any other thing. So to prepare a topographical map which shows the hills, valleys, rivers, forest, villages, towns, etc. See, if you select a particular district or particular state of a topographical map, in the topographical map only it shows the wherever the hill stations are there, that will represent in a topographical map. There is a valleys, it will represent the valleys in topographical map, and the rivers, forest, villages, this will represent only in a topographical map. Rest of the information will not be represented in this particular map. Now, next, to prepare a cadastral map, it shows the boundaries of fields, plots, houses, and other properties. See, if you see the cadastral map, this cadastral map will see in a revenue department. In revenue department, any agriculture land or any in GHMC also, we are going to see these cadastral maps where it will shows the boundaries of houses or boundaries of lots. And if you see in a revenue department, it will be a agriculture, the boundaries of agriculture field. See, these cadastral maps only represents the boundaries. Next, to prepare an engineering map which shows the positions of engineering work such as buildings, roads, railways, dams, canals. So this engineering map shows only the engineering works. Whatever the engineering works we are doing, that part only it represents. That is nothing but if any infrastructure is developed for the benefit of the society or benefit of the people, that information will be represent in an engineering map. That is buildings and roads, either it may be national highways, state highways, or district highways, or railway tracks, double lane, single lane, and it may be dams, canals, etc. It will represent in a engineering map. See, this represents, the topographical map represents uh, some contour lines. These contour lines will be explained in unit 3. Okay, whatever the lines which are representing in this topographical map, that are contour lines. For this, the contour characteristics are there. According to the characteristics, we are going to identify what type of uh, land is there. There may be hill or mountain or river or anything. What it represents, if you know the characteristics of the contour, then only you can identify by seeing these contour maps. Cadastral map, what I said in the uses, that is a boundaries, it will shows only the boundaries in a cadastral map. Engineering map, in this engineering map, buildings, roads, railway tracks, all will represents. Now the uses, what are the uses of surveying? To prepare a contour map, to know the topography of the area, to find out the best suitable site for roads, railways, bridges, reservoirs, canals, etc. See, if you want to develop any infrastructure, we rely on the maps, the topographical maps. That topographical maps use the information to the engineer to take the decision where to identify a road path or railway path or reservoir. If you want to construct a reservoir, what is the catchment area? The catchment area is nothing but where the maximum water can accumulate at a point. Okay, that will be the information we get only from these topographical maps, because the elevations, the water, the elevations of a ground, it will represent on your map. According to the elevations, we can find the maximum water accumulation point. Next, surveying is also used to prepare military maps, geological maps, astrological maps. See, these military maps also, in military there will be a separate maps to attack or to safeguard the military persons. There will be some underground passage routes are there. There will be a special maps will be prepared, and that according to that maps, then only they can enter. It will be these maps are very confidential. Geological maps. In these geological maps, what is the earth, below earth, what is the structure, either what are the faults, folds, what type of earth crust below the earth, what is the type of soil, everything information will be there in geological maps. Astrological maps, the stars, the information regarding the stars will have this in astrological maps. For setting out works and transferring details from the map on a the ground. This is also a contour map which will represent a mountain. How, see, if your values are increasing from inner to outer or decreasing from outer to inner, then it will represent say mountain. This is a military, one of the military map. The example for a military map, how what type of information will be available in the military map. This is the geological map. What type of marble is there? See, if you see this picture, there is a red marble, blue marble, okay, like this, the green marble, like that. The information is available in geological maps. Astrological maps, the like that, there is a information regarding what these all are the users of your surveying. The users is nothing but to prepare the maps. There are different type of maps that depending upon that maps, the engineers will take the decision for the development of your infrastructure. Now, primary divisions of surveying. See, there's nothing but classifications. If you talk about the classifications, there are so many classifications in surveying. For primarily, I will I will explain you about the primarily division of surveying is the surveying is classified into two types. One is plain surveying and geodetic surveying. This classification is based on the earth surface. Okay, these what is plain surveying and what is geodetic surveying, I will explain you now. Now, the plain surveying. What is plain surveying? The plain surveying is the type of surveying in which earth surface is considered as plain and the curvature of the earth is ignored. In such surveying, the line joining of any two stations is considered to be straight. The triangle formed by any 3 points is considered as plane triangle. See, the concept of the plane surveying is whatever the measurements, whatever the linear measurements you are taking on a ground, that linear measurements we won't consider the earth curvature. We'll treat it as the distance between any two stations A and B as straight line, and we won't consider the curvature of the earth. And one more thing, if you take any 3 points also, we'll treat it as a plane triangle, not as a curvature triangle. And one more thing, in this plane surveying, whatever the area or distance you are measuring, that should be less than 250 kilometers. If you are whatever the survey you are doing, that survey, if it is less than 250 kilometers, then it is treated as primary divisions. See, that is nothing but the less importance of less important works. If you want to prepare a larger areas like state maps or district maps, there will be about 250 kilometers. So in that we need to here up to 250 kilometers we won't consider the earth curvature. So this is the plane surveying. Now, this is the how the survey is conducted by using this plane survey, and this map shows you how the field data is collected and how it is represented in a map. Now, geodetic surveying. What is geodetic surveying? The geodetic surveying is the type of surveying in which the curvature of earth is taken into account. It is generally extended over large area. The line joining any two stations is considered as curved line. The triangle formed by any 3 points is considered to be spherical, and the angles of the triangle are considered to be spherical angles. Geodetic surveying is conducted by Survey of India department, and it is carried out for large area exceeding 250 kilometers. See, here in geodetic surveying, what we'll do means, if you take any two stations A and B, okay, in this A and B, whatever the distance you are measuring, that is nothing but a linear measurement. What you are taking, that linear measurements will consider as a, the curvature of earth is also considered when you are doing this geodetic survey. In this geodetic survey, whatever the area you are measuring, that should be more than 250 kilometers. If this more than 250 kilometers, then only it is called as geodetic surveying. In the geodetic surveying, whatever the measurement you are taking, that includes the curvature of the earth. If we need to do the curvature correction to that particular measurement, you are taking a and B station, that A and B stations, there if you taken a 30 meters, suppose for example, if it is a 30 meters or 50 meters of a distance, so in that what we'll do means, will subtract the curvature of the earth. There will be a formula for identify to finding the curvature of the earth. By using that, we'll take that curvature of earth and will minus, we subtract that distance, the curvature correction to that particular line, then it is called as geodetic surveying. This survey, geodetic survey, will be conducted by Survey of India department. The Survey of India is in Uppal, is near to our college also. Now, if you compare with plain surveying and geodetic surveying, what is the difference between plain survey and what is the difference between this geodetic surveying? First one, the earth surface is considered as plain surface. If you see in plain surveying, will the surface of the earth considered as a plane, and if you see in geodetic surveying, it is considered as a curved surface. The curvature of earth is ignored. Line joining any two here the curvature of earth is ignored. Here the curvature of earth is taken into account. What I said while explaining in the plane and geodetic surveying, the first one, plane surveying, we are ignore the curvature of earth, will consider as a straight line. Here we are subtracting the curvature correction in your straight line. The line joining any two stations is considered to be straight. The line joining any two stations is considered as spherical. The triangle formed by any three positions is considered as plane. Whatever the any three triangles are, when you are forming any 3 points, will comes as a triangle, will consider that is as a plane. Here will consider as a spherical. The angles of triangle are considered as plane angles. Here the angle of triangles are considered as spherical angles. Here the distance, if you are measuring the distance below 250 kilometers, it is called as plane surveying. It is, if you are carried out more than 250 kilometers, then it is treated as geodetic surveying. Geodetic surveying. In lecture 3, I will explain you the principles of surveying. Thank you.